Hello and welcome to Flory Models Friday Roundup Show. Here we are with you on the 3rd of January 2025. Our first sort of week back. It's not a full week back, obviously, but I have been doing orders and been getting them out between Christmas and New Year. Orders again went out yesterday. To be honest, I'm out of one of my washes, but it'll be ready tomorrow. So I'll get it bottled tomorrow and all your orders will go out obviously tomorrow afternoon as well. So hopefully you get them early next week. Anyway, this week was really sort of about getting back to how things are going. It's only sort of part of a week, yesterday and today. But over the course of this week, I have been doing various things around the site, cleaning up things, sort of end of year things, starting off new forum areas. Obviously, we've got the new SIGs and group builds have started for the year. Obviously, I've locked down the old ones as well and various things like that. We had a live show for the members last night and I explained a lot of those things that are going on in there so you can find out all about those ones. As for video builds this week, I haven't actually done any work as such modeling wise because I've actually been pushing on heavily making the changes to the main site and things like that. So one of the big things that is up there for non-members, for the YouTube family and all the rest of it, we have now moved over quite a few builds into the classic builds area, which is free to watch. So you can come down in here and see where many do we put up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 builds have gone up. There is going to be a few more of these appearing over the next few days, but I'm acutely aware for some reason nobody seems to like them being dumped onto YouTube all at once, and I'm losing lots of subscribers. I think we lost about 30 yesterday because of obviously dumping a lot of videos up at once, and I think people are getting fed up with having the notifications for it. But anyway, the full builds have gone up at these particular ones. So if you want to see now, for instance, the Phantom, the full video build is up here now and will appear in here. So you just click onto it and they are all down in here. Obviously you can watch them on YouTube if you want to as well. So they're all up in here now. So you can just go off and you can see that one. Other ones that we've got up here as well is things like the Heinkel. Was quite a classic build back in its day. It's over 10 years old now, these builds, but they are all up in here as well. And obviously with all of these as well, if you want to have a look in the old close-up photos and see all about them and things like that, they are down in here as well. So you can go into them in depth and see exactly what we were going on with them and doing with all these particular ones as well. So if you want to see any of these ones now, say they are all free to watch, you can go over and see now. All right. So these have been moved from the sort of, the payware side of you, if you like, onto the freeware. And we've got things like we've got the RB6 down there, we've got the Red Arrows Hawk in 32nd scale, we've got the Tomcat as well, and obviously some other favourites as well. We've got the Suffer, and then the Suffer was a massive project back in the day, probably around about 15 years old now, but this has got full LED lighting and we changed everything on this. So we did the full conversion to the Israeli one using the Academy kit, and then obviously we went through things like new wheel wells, new cockpit, new pretty much everything on this one, as well as it did have all the lighting kit into it as well. So if you want to go off and see any of those, you can do just like that. They're also obviously up on the YouTube channel as well. So if you come along here now, go down to step-by-step video builds. As you can see, we've got the one on the Heinkel now, we've got the one on the Seahawk, we've got the Tomcat, we've got all the ones we put up. Oh yeah, the Transfer went up as well. That's another one that went up. So again, you can see all of these, just click down in here and all the video builds, all these free ones are up in here. So these are full video builds that are now available up on YouTube. So if you want to come up and have a look just around YouTube or sniffing around, the full ones are up there and they are all done, linked together into playlists and all the rest of it. You can see all of those as well. Don't forget, we've got all the modeling ones as well from the tutorials area. That is up in there now as well. Obviously all the live stream, we've got the live airbrushing courses, some of the specials and all the other ones down there. So as you might imagine, this week there has been a lot of videos going up. When we say a lot, we mean a hell of a lot, as you can see, because all these were hidden previously and they are now open and up there. And it is literally, I don't know how many videos have gone up here, probably over 100 or so in the last 2 days. And they say they're all free to watch. Got some old classics like the Tornado down in here. The Y-Wing made it up there as well. There we go. We're about to there. So you can see there's probably a couple of hundred videos gone up over the last couple of days. So I do apologize for all the people sort of getting caught up with that. About, obviously have notifications if you subscribe to us and stuff. And I appreciate it's one of those things where I can't help it. We need to get those videos out there. So your inbox has been spammed and that's probably why you've unsubscribed from it. So I do get it, but we have put them out there. So they are out there now. So if you want to see any of those ones and you're just around YouTube, you can go off and see those. Or obviously the easiest way to find them, to be honest, is on the actual Flory Model site. And you've got the playlists all in there as well. And you can do it that way. The other big thing that's gone on at the moment, I've asked your feedback. So every year, literally, I do a bit of a State to the Union, and I ask for your feedback. And again, it can be done anonymously. If you want to do it as an anonymous sort of members and you want to just send it to me, you can do it either direct as a PM message obviously as a private message on the forum, or you can send it via sales@florymodels.co.uk as an email if you want to. Lots of people, and I'm not going to show it obviously, have already commented down below on this one with things that you might want to change. Again, this is just me being open and honest, and I want you guys to be open and honest as well as members. Just let me know what we're doing wrong so we can fix it. You know, sometimes everyone just says, oh, it's great, just leave it as it is, and I get it. But, you know, every year I ask, because again, I'm a little bit blinkered as I sit here. And obviously I sit here day in, day out, modeling away, doing orders, doing all the bits and pieces, doing the shows, but I don't seem to know what's going on in the, you know, behind the scenes, if you like, in the forum, how you guys are feeling about it. So is there too much going on to YouTube? Would you like to see more onto YouTube? Probably not. But again, what type of build do you want to see? You know, obviously I'm an aircraft modeler, and as I said before, I think I said on last year's one, you know, I like to do other things, but my passion's aircraft, so I don't really want to do stuff that's not. And obviously we've got the guys in the team, and obviously some fantastic builds on the forum as well, with people doing other things on that point. So again though, but honestly, just let us know. So I've said on there, video builds, let us know what you think about the video builds. Would you like to see different formats? Would you like to see more close-up work, more overall? Would you like it to be more highly edited and polished, or more sort of what I tend to do is warts and all, so opening the box to the final reveal photos, everything is seen, you know, things like that. The reviews, what type of reviews do you want to see? You know, as I said before, it's one of those things. I have to pay for the kits. I'm not one of these YouTubers who goes out there begging for kits and all the rest of it. I pay for mine. I've only got a couple of sort of, you know, tie-ins with various companies. Magic Factory have been really good to me. They send me all their kits. Latiki as well. They're another one that send me all the kits. Everything else you see, I pay for. So again, it's one of those things when people are saying, oh, I'd like to see a review, and these are £100 kits coming in all the time, I've got no intention of building them. It can build up quite quickly and quite very, very costly. So, but again, I don't really like being sent free kits unless I've already worked with the company and I know what they're talking about. So again, it's one of those things that, you know, be warned, if it's a terrible kit, you will get it, and you will get it both barrels as well. And I've done lots of reviews like that saying about it. So that's the thing. But anyway, let us know about the reviews. Daily vlogs. Again, I appreciate not obviously most of them don't ever go to YouTube. So more for the members again, what do you feel about obviously with the daily vlogs? Do you like them? Do you want them shorter? I tend to keep them around about 10 minutes now, so it doesn't take up too much of your life. But I appreciate, as the stats shown from last year, we were producing over a video a day. And those videos aren't just 10-minute videos. These videos are 30 to 40 minutes long videos every single day going up. So again, I appreciate if you're watching it all at the end of the month, and this is one person, I remain anonymous, contacted me as well and said that the trouble he has is keeping up with the amount of videos we do. So if we're doing 7 or 8 videos a week, and each of those are 30 minutes, but he's only got 3 hours at a weekend to catch up with it all. There's no way he can keep up, and he feels like he's just losing out and down. To be honest, that's why I do these shows as sort of a recap, so you guys can cherry pick perhaps the best bits that, you know, might be more interest to you. But I do get it. There is a lot of information going out there. It's one thing this year, I'm probably going to slow it down and pull it back a little bit, just because I want to focus on polishing more the videos and things like that, spending a little bit more time in editing and making them look a little bit nicer. But again, that's something I'm going to talk about once all the information's come in and I know where to go. The other thing as well is the live shows. Obviously, I appreciate one of the bits of feedback I'm getting at the moment is there's quite a lot of live shows, and obviously a lot of them are free on YouTube, and obviously the members you are paying for it at the end of the day. So again, things like that. The other thing as well, SIGs and group builds. Let us know. Too many? Not enough? We doing in the right direction? Do you like them? Let us know. Give us that feedback. And again, the cost. You know, as I said, I've never made any bones about it. I've said it for the last 20 years about you pay for what we do. As I say, in the early days, it was a way of literally paying for the server, because we started this before YouTube. You know, so before YouTube came along in like 2007, I think it was, as well. And even in those days, you could only do a 15-minute video. It was like TikTok back then. But again, it's one of those things, you know, obviously there is a monetary cost to doing this. I have reasons for it. The members know my reasons, the reason we charge as well. And again, it does pay for what we do, and it pays for me doing this and all the rest of it. And I never, ever regret that, and I never take it for granted either. So, yeah, that's what we do. Anyway, that's all about it. Some more information up on the site and all the rest of it. It's in the announcement section, and I'll link it down to this video down below in the forum and everything else like that, so you guys can keep up with that one. All right. Anyway, as for things going on at the moment, I did do, if I bring back my little thing here, where are we on the old vlog page? I did put up a post of this over Christmas. We dropped one in here, if I can find it, wherever I've done with it. There we go. So this was part 2 of the actual Airfix Nimrod. So this is a 72nd scale Nimrod. And we spoke about obviously getting the clear parts all into it, because again, they're a little bit of a problem. Making seamless intakes as well, we were doing that. The glass work was a little bit steppy on one side, so we decided to do a little bit, take some height out of the glass, and then obviously we built it up with a little bit of filler. So we're using the old sprue goo for this particular one, and then getting that to blend. And again, made some nice seamless intakes using that technique, sanding and blending and feathering them all back in, just getting that all sorted. And then obviously we came back and we rescribed it completely, because obviously we'd lost a little bit of the detail when we were sanding and things. Then we got all the intakes all painted up, sorted out. We came in my favorite tool, which is the old marker pens. So we got those. Is that gunmetal marker pen, I swear, is the best thing ever. It's a brilliant color, and it just works so well from a scale effect of modeling. If you want one pen, get that one, because it's so useful for everything. Anyway, it gives us really nice crisp edge on those intakes and all the rest of it. That's fine. Then obviously we got the actual parts all glued together. So we got the wing sections all together, got those intakes installed as well. Then we went through the process of masking it all up. So I used a masking set, and I'm glad I did, because there's some really complex little curves around these windows to get those all in nicely. So we got all of them in, got them all sorted in there, got the wings all buttoned up and into there just like that. All right then. So that basically gets you up to what you can see right here. So I've done a little bit of sanding work on this one as well, and then obviously I'm going to get the wings onto it, because currently the wings aren't attached. So this will be the thing for the weekend, get the wings onto it and then really get it together, so we're somewhat together and we can push through. I am doing it in flight, so I'm going to do a stand for this one and things like that as well, so we haven't got to worry about the gear, because to be honest, a real weak spot on this kit is the gear. It's awful. We're doing a retro scheme as well, so this is an MR1, so again, it doesn't have the refueling probe and all the lumps and bumps all over it. It's very much a classic clean lines, and it's in that high vis marking, as I call it, with the grey with the white top, which I really like those markings as well. So going to be pushing along with this one next week as we make our way through. The other one as well, which unfortunately I didn't get to finish or do even last year, was the ornithopter as well from June. Really like the kit. Again, loads of you have built it and you've said to me it's literally like a snap type kit. It goes together, afternoon building, and it's done. So this one's going to be more focusing on the painting and weathering. There's something quite nice about working with this. It's like olive drab, so you can do so much with it to try and get it to sort of, you know, give that scale effect and worn down and dusty look. So I'm going to enjoy doing that one as well. The other thing as well, you know, grab any part of it. I'm working on this at the moment. You can probably just see down here. To be honest with you, as members would have seen last night, it's a little bit bigger than I thought, but I've 3D printed off a jet engine. We've got it all here. So at some point, I will be putting this one together as well. Some of you have asked me to do it as a little bit of a video thing. And again, to talk about it, as you know, I've got the new printer now. I've got the Bamboo Labs P1S with the actual station above it and all the rest of it. And well, this is testament. It's brilliant. You know, the easy short review, it's fantastic. As long as you're doing things bigger than 3 centimeters. If you're going sub 3 centimeters, it can do it. And I have got a 0.2 nozzle for it. And I have got some things over here that I've printed off as a oneer. I did a little tiny, I don't even know what scale that would be, 100 scale maybe, little Y-wing from it, and the detail is phenomenal and it's fantastic. But again, it takes time and it's not brilliant at it. So if you're thinking, oh, that's it, I'm just going to go for a filament printer, if you're using a resin one for small jobs and things like that, I'd stick with the resin one. But anyway, I will do a full review and breakdown and show you all about it and everything like that, either next week or the week after, and we'll talk about all things 3D printing as well. Anyway, that's about it from me. So please, if you can, members, fill out that form. As I say, if you don't want to put it publicly up on the forum, feel free to shoot it to me as a private message, or as I say, you can email it to me. A few of you have already emailed me with it as well. So just do it on the usual one of sales@florymodels.co.uk and I'll get that one as well. It's all confidential and I'd rather hear the bad than the good, if that makes sense. So I need to know what to change and what to fix rather than what's already fine, because technically I know what's working. It's what I don't know, as in what's not working for you guys, I need to know about so I can make the changes and improve the site and make it even better to make our way through. Anyway, that's about it from me today. Happy modelling. Take care. I'll catch you all next week.